Hey everybody, Andy at Indiana Bronco Parts. It's been a bit since I had my last video. We had some surprising weather this past week here in northern Indiana with late April snow showers. And we're talking record snowfall, a couple inches, and it threw a big mess in some things. Very cold, so it got to where I had a few sporting events with the kids. So I didn't get to do much here recently on the Project Bronco, as you can see. But here's what we got now. This is where I have the Mach 7.3 diesel mocked up in here at the moment. Now, as you can see, this doesn't have the turbo up on the pedestal. So I was just getting a close fitment so we can kind of get a general guideline of where we're going to put the motor mounts down here on the frame. As you can see, I have just thick blocks of wood in there to give me a rough idea so we can test fitment with radiator, air-to-air cooler, so on and so forth. I think we're going to go with electric fans. So what I'm going to work on here next time, we're going to pull off the hood again, which is in great shape. We're going to take it back off so we get a little more room. Pull it out. We're going to pull this 7.3 Power Stroke out and kind of have a good idea where the motor is going to go, how far back on the frame. We're going to pull it out, and then we're going to put in, not that, but this, complete 7.3 with the turbo and the complete wiring harness and everything. As you can see, I have every bit of the wiring. So we're going to try to make this as much plug and play as possible. I know it's going to be a nightmare a little bit with the wiring. But so what we're going to do is we're going to pull out that 7.3 and put in this 7.3 that has everything, including the turbo. So we know that we're probably going to have to do some modification back here on this corner of the firewall where the turbo is going to be sitting in. And that way it has clearance for the downpipe going down. And we can judge our clearance down here underneath on the oil pan, because this one does not have an oil pan on it. But as you can tell, that one definitely does. And we'll know exactly where we're going to mount it. I have another steering column out of a 90, what was that? No, it was a 2001 F250. So we're going to do some modification on that with this steering box and change a little bit of suspension. And then we're going to try to get the rest of this frame that's nice and pretty, turned it into this that's really nice and pretty. So, but that's kind of where we're at the moment. Sorry I haven't posted recently. Like I said, I've been doing a lot with getting things around for my second child, my oldest boy. His graduation's coming up before long. Prom's this weekend. You got to live life first. You know, I want to give a shout out to everybody down that made it down to Supercell in Townsend, Tennessee. I did not make it there this time. It's one of those things where it just doesn't always fit in your schedule with the work and all the other sporting events and so on and so forth. For once you get, you know, kids in high school, you learn quick that there's always something going on. So with that being said, I want to thank everybody for tuning in at Indiana Bronco Parts. If you got any questions for me, you can get a hold of me on Facebook, Twitter, inbroncoparts. What is it? Yeah, IN Bronco Parts on Twitter, and then Indiana Bronco Parts at gmail.com if you want to see if I got something you need. I have some parts left over from 140 plus vehicles, but stuff's getting very thin nowadays. The Broncos are super popular right now, and stuff, as soon as you get it, it's almost gone. So, but with that being said, everybody have a good day. Take it easy.